Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a sweet young girl named Cinderella. She had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight and sparkling blue eyes that shone like the sea. Cinderella lived with her wicked stepmother and her two selfish stepsisters, who made her do all the chores and treated her very unkindly. They forced her to wear rags, while they adorned themselves in fancy dresses and jewels. Cinderella was gentle and kind, and she befriended all the little animals in the garden. Birds would flutter around her, mice would scurry to her side, and they became her true friends, always cheering her up when she felt sad. One day, an invitation arrived from the royal palace, announcing a grand ball where the prince was searching for his future bride. The stepsisters were thrilled and spent days preparing their gowns and curling their hair. Poor Cinderella was left to mend, hem, and iron for them. "Can I go to the ball?" Cinderella asked her stepmother, hope glimmering in her eyes. "You? Go to the ball?" snorted the stepmother. "Certainly not. You belong here with the pots and pans." With that, she tore Cinderella's dress to tatters. Heartbroken, Cinderella ran to the garden and wept bitterly. Just then, a twinkling light appeared, and out of it emerged a kind fairy godmother. The fairy godmother gently touched Cinderella's cheek and said, "Dry your tears, dear heart. You shall go to the ball." With a wave of her magic wand, she transformed a pumpkin into a magnificent carriage and mice into prancing horses. Cinderella's ragged dress turned into a gown of shimmering silk, and glass slippers appeared on her feet. "Remember," the fairy godmother warned, "you must return before midnight, for the spell will wear off." When Cinderella arrived at the ball, all eyes were on her, and the prince was enchanted by her beauty and grace. They danced the night away, lost in each other's eyes, until the clock began to strike midnight. Frightened, Cinderella fled from the palace, leaving one glass slipper behind in her haste. The prince picked up the slipper and vowed to find the mysterious girl who had captured his heart. The next day, the prince traveled far and wide, searching for the foot that fit the glass slipper. He visited every home in the kingdom, and when he arrived at Cinderella's house, the stepsisters tried desperately to squeeze their large feet into the delicate slipper. But it was a perfect fit only for Cinderella. With joy and love, the prince took Cinderella to his palace, and they lived happily ever after, as her friends, the animals, danced in delight around them.